Hello students, myself Miss Vaishali Dekate. Welcome to my channel. I am teaching you Algebra Maths 1 in Standard 10th. In this video I am going to start chapter number 3 Arithmetic Progression. We solve questions from practice set 3.1, but before that subscribe my channel by pressing subscribe at right side, and if already subscribed, thank you very much. So let us start. So the third chapter is Arithmetic Progression. We will see the meaning of arithmetic progression in practice set 3.1. In this chapter, we are going to study the sequence, arithmetic progression, nth term of an AP and sum of the nth term of an AP. So let us see what do we mean by sequence and arithmetic progression in our practice set 3.1. Practice set 3.1 question number 1 is, which of the following sequences are AP? That means these given are sequences. We have given all these sequences. The numbers are in the sequence. We have to find out whether these sequences are AP or not. That means these sequences are arithmetic progression or not. And if they are arithmetic progression, then we will have to find the common difference between them. Okay, so let us see how to solve these sums. First sequence is 2, 4, 6, 8, and then dot 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 means what? Infinite numbers are there. 2, 4, 6, 8 and infinite numbers are there. So let us solve this. So see how to write the solution. In solution, first write down given sequence, because this is a sequence. First we don't know whether it is a arithmetic progression or not. It is just a sequence for us. So this is 2, 4, 6, 8 and then dot 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 means infinite. Okay. So in this sequence, 2 is the first term, 4 is the second term, 6 is the third term, 8 is the fourth term, and then so on. Various terms are there. So terms are denoted by small t, letter T. And as this is first term, we are going to write here first term T1 equal to 2. T1 means first term. T means term and 1 means first. So T1 equal to 2. First term is 2. Then second term T2. T2 means second term is equal to 4. T3 means third term is equal to 6. And T4 means fourth term is equal to 8. So in this way, first write down the terms from the sequence. Then find out the difference between the terms. That means what we have to do? We have to subtract T2 minus T1. That means first term subtracted from the second term. Second term is 4 and first term is 2. So that means what? 4 minus 2. Second term minus first term. Second term is 4 minus first term is 2. So 4 minus 2, answer is 2. Similarly, we will subtract T3 minus T2. Means what? Third term minus second term. So next term minus previous term. In this way we will have to solve. So T3 minus T2. What is the third term? 6. What is the second term? 4. 6 minus 4, answer is again 2. Then fourth term minus third term also we will do. Fourth term is 8. Third term is 6. So 8 minus 6, again answer is 2. So every time when we subtract the previous term from the first, that means the next term, we are getting answer 2. That means answer is constant. This answer is the difference between two terms. This difference is known as common difference, because this is constant and that's why it is a common difference, and it is denoted by small d, letter D. So let us first write the answer statement carefully. How to write? The difference between any two consecutive terms. What do we mean by consecutive terms? Terms which come one after other. That means first term and second term are consecutive terms. Second and third, these are the consecutive terms. Second and third is consecutive. Third and fourth, they are consecutive. That means the terms which comes one after other are the consecutive terms. So difference between any two consecutive terms is constant. Constant means what? They are same. And as they are constant, we can see the answer is 2, 2, 2 every time. That's why this given sequence. Therefore, the given sequence is an AP. So I hope you all have understood the meaning of AP. AP means what? When the difference between any two consecutive terms is constant, then that sequence is an AP, arithmetic progression. Difference should be common or constant. Okay, so the common difference, therefore the common difference is denoted by small d, and which is equal to 2. In this way, we will have to write the solution of these questions. Now next sum 2, 5 upon 2, 3, 7 upon 3. In this way, so on, we have given the sequence. So let us start the solution. I have written the question as it is. Now let us write the solution. First we have to write given sequence. So given sequence is equal to, or you can put colon here and then write the sequence 2, 5 upon 2, 3 and 7 upon 2. In our textbook it is 7 upon 3 printed by mistake, so make it 7 upon 2. Okay. So let us write first, second, third terms here. T1 is the first term. T1 is equal to 2. Second term T2 is equal to 5 upon 2. Third term T3 means third term is equal to 3. T4, 4 means fourth term is equal to 7 upon 2. In this way write down the terms. Now write the difference between two consecutive terms. That means we have to write T2 minus T1. You can write now here now. T2 minus T1. T2 is 5 upon 2 minus T1 is 2. What will be the answer? 5 upon 2 minus 2. See, 5 upon 2 minus 2. 2 means 2 upon 1. How to solve this? You can solve it by cross multiplication. 5 ones are 5 minus 2 twos are 4. 5 ones are 5 and 2 twos are 4. And upon 2 ones are 2. We multiply denominator with denominator. 2 ones are 2. So in this way we write here 5 minus 4 upon 2. In numerator we can do the subtraction. 5 minus 4 is 1. Upon 2 we have to write as it is. So T2 minus T1 we are getting 1 upon 2. Now let us see what we get. T3 minus T2. T3 is 3 minus T2 is 5 upon 2. So again let us cross multiply. 3 means 3 upon 1 and 5 upon 2. Again cross multiply. 3 twos are 6 and 5 ones are 5. Upon 1 twos are 2. So 6 minus 5 upon 2. What is 6 minus 5? 1 upon 2 as it is. Again we have got 1 upon 2 as the answer of difference between T3 and T2. Now let us find out T4 minus T3. T4 is 7 upon 2 minus T3 is 3. Now 3 means 3 upon 1. we will do the cross multiplication. 3 upon 1 means 7 into 1. 7 ones are 7 minus 3 into 2. 3 twos are 6 upon 2 into 1. 2 ones are 2. 7 minus 6 is 1 upon 2. So in this way, when we subtract two consecutive terms, the answer is 1 upon 2. That means the common difference or difference is constant. So let us write the statement. This statement we have to write every time. Okay, if the difference is constant, we have to write it in the statement form. The difference between any two consecutive terms is constant. Very important, we have to write it. And therefore, given sequence is an AP and common difference D will be equal to 1 upon 2. In this way, we are going to solve all these sums. I am going to solve and I will be showing you the solutions. Now third sequence is minus 10, minus 6, minus 2 and 2 and so on. Dot 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 means infinite. Now see, I have solved this sum. I have written the solution. Given sequence is minus 10, minus 6, minus 2, 2, infinite. Here T1, that is first term, is equal to minus 10. T2 is the second term, which is minus 6 here written. T3 is equal to minus 2 and T4 is 2. Now after writing the given sequence, what we have to write? Terms T1, T2, T3, T4, and then we will do the subtraction between two consecutive terms. So first we have done T2 minus T1. T2 is minus 6 minus T1 is minus 10. So it is minus 10, that's why I have put it inside the bracket. So minus 6 minus minus 10. Minus minus two signs come close to each other. So we have to make one sign out of these two signs. Minus minus will become plus. So this minus 6 is written as it is and minus minus plus 10. Minus 6 plus 10, what will be the answer? Plus 4. Sign of bigger number we give always. So 10 minus 6, 4. Plus 4 will be the answer. Now T3 minus T2. T3 is minus 2 and T2 is minus 6. So minus 2 minus minus 6. Minus 2 is written as it is and minus minus will become plus 6. Minus 2 plus 6, minus plus minus. Sign of bigger number. So 6 minus 2, answer is 4. Again 4 we are getting. Then T4 minus T3. T4 is 2. T3 is minus 2. So 2 minus minus 2. So this 2 is written as it is and minus minus two signs come close to each other. We have to make one sign, combine it and make the one sign. So minus minus becomes plus 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. So therefore, the common difference between any two consecutive terms is constant. We are getting 4, 4, 4 every time. It is constant. And that's why given sequence is an AP. When the common difference is constant, given sequence is an AP. And common difference, how much we have got? Common difference is equal to 4 we are getting. By mistake, it is 1 upon 2 written. So common difference is 4. Okay. Now let us go on the next sequence. Next sequence is 0.3, 0.33, 0.333. So these three terms are given and then infinite is given. So let us write this solution. Here I have written. Given sequence is 0.3, 0.33, 0.333. Now we have to write the first term. T1 is equal to 0.3. T2 is equal to 0.33, T3 is equal to 0.333. Now we have to subtract T2 minus T1, 0.33 minus 0.3. What will be the answer? I am going to do it on separate page and I am going to show you. So let us see here. 0.33 minus 0.3. Point below point. Right hand side digits should be written properly, one below other. Left hand side digits should be written properly, one below other. So here nothing is there below this 3. That means this 3 we have to write as it is. 3 minus 3 will be 0. Point below point, and then this 0 as it is we have to write. So answer is 0.03. So equal to 0.03 is the answer of T2 minus T1. Now let us see what will be the answer of T3 minus T2. T3 is 0.333 and T2 is 0.33. So let us write 0.333 and minus 0.33. Let us do this subtraction. 3 as it is we have to put down. Now 3 minus 3 is 0. 3 minus 3 is 0. And below this point we have to write point and this 0 as it is. So answer is 0.003. Answer of T3 minus T2 is 0.003. We can see these two answers are different. Here 0.03 is there and here 0.003 is there. Answers are not same. That means what? Common difference between any two consecutive terms is not constant. Here we have to write is not constant, because answer is not same, and as it is not constant, that means what? Given sequence is not an AP. Very important to write this not word. Okay, so it is not AP. Now let us go on next sum. Fifth sum is 0, minus 4, minus 8, minus 12, infinite. So again I have written the solution here. Given sequence is 0, minus 4, minus 8, minus 12, infinite. So we have to write first term T1 which is equal to 0, T2 is equal to minus 4, T3 is equal to minus 8 and T4 is equal to minus 12. So we have to do T2 minus T1 first. That means second term minus first term. Second term is minus 4. First term is 0. So minus 4 minus 0. So 0 subtracted from any number, answer is the same, that number only. So minus 4 minus 0 will be minus 4. 5 minus 0 will be 5. 100 minus 0 will be 100. Same way minus 4 minus 0 will be minus 4. Now T3 minus T2. T3 is minus 8 minus T2 is minus 4. Minus 8 minus minus 4. This minus 8 is written as it is. Minus minus two signs come close to each other. We have to combine it and make one single sign. So it becomes plus 4. Minus 8 plus 4. What will be the answer? Minus 4. Because minus plus we have to do subtraction and sign of bigger number. Bigger number is 8. 8 sign is minus. So answer will be minus 4. 8 minus 4 is 4. And answer will have the sign of bigger number. Bigger number is 8. 8 sign is minus. So we have to write minus. Now T4 minus T3. T4 is minus 12. T3 is minus 8. So minus 12 minus minus 8. Minus 12 as it is we have to write minus minus will become plus 8. Minus 12 plus 8. Minus plus minus. Sign of bigger number. So 12 minus 8 is 4. And sign of bigger number is minus. So answer sign will also be minus. So we are getting minus 4, minus 4, minus 4 answer every time. That means the difference is constant. So we have to write the difference between any two consecutive terms is constant. And therefore given sequence is an AP and common difference is D is equal to minus 4. Okay. Now next question is, next sequence is, let us see. Next sequence is minus 1 upon 5, minus 1 upon 5, minus 1 upon 5 and infinite. That means all the terms are same. Can you see first term is same, second is, all terms are same. That means automatically the difference will be constant. If you see all terms same, automatically the difference will be constant. But still we are going to solve it. Here I have written the solution. Given sequence minus 1 upon 5, minus 1 upon 5, minus 1 upon 5 and infinite. Write the first term t1 is equal to minus 1 upon 5, t2 is minus 1 upon 5, t3 is also minus 1 upon 5. Now what we have to do? t2 minus t1, second term minus first term. Second term is also minus 1 upon 5, first term is also minus 1 upon 5. So minus 1 upon 5 minus minus 1 upon 5. This minus 1 upon 5 is written as it is here, and minus minus becomes plus. Minus 1 upon 5 plus 1 upon 5. What will be the answer? 0. Minus 5 will be 0. Minus 10 will be 0. Minus 10 plus 10 will be 0. Minus 5 plus 5 will be 0. Okay, so if the numbers are same and their signs are opposite, answer is always 0. We all know that. That means what? 1 upon 5 minus 1 upon 5, answer is 0. Same thing we can do here. t3 minus t2 minus 1 upon 5 minus minus 1 upon 5. So answer will be minus 1 upon 5 plus 1 upon 5, 0. So answer we are getting same, 0, 0 every time. That means what? The common difference between any two consecutive terms is constant, and therefore given sequence is an AP and common difference will be 0. In this way we have to solve the sums. Let us go on next sum. 7th sum. Given sequence is 3, 3 plus root 2, 3 plus 2 root 2 and 3 plus 3 root 2, so on, infinite. So let us see how it should be solved. First we have to write given sequence, then write the terms t1 which is 3, t2 which is 3 plus root 2, t3 is 3 plus 2 root 2 and t4 is 3 plus 3 root 2, so on. Now we have to do the subtraction, t2 minus t1. So t2 is 3 plus root 2 and t1 is minus 3. So how to do this subtraction? Just remove this bracket of first term second term t2, 3 plus root 2. So I am going to remove the bracket 3 plus root 2 and then this minus 3 is there. So we all know plus 3 minus 3 is 0. So let us cancel it. Plus 3 minus 3 is 0 means we are going to cancel it. Plus 3 is cancelled with minus 3 and answer is root 2. So answer of t2 minus t1 is root 2. Now let us see what will be the answer of t3 minus t2. So let us first remove these brackets. First bracket terms we are going to write as it is. While writing second bracket term, what we have to do? Minus sign is there. So minus plus will be minus 3. Minus plus will be minus again, minus root 2. Now see children, this plus 3 minus 3. Again 0. What is remaining? 2 root 2 minus root 2. Minus root 2 means it is 1 root 2. Okay. Nothing is there means always 1 is there. So this is 2 root 2 minus 1 root 2. So we can see root 2 is common. This root 2 we can write outside, and inside the bracket we can write these numbers 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. We all know. So it is 1 root 2. And 1 root 2 means again root 2. 1 root 2 means again root 2. So in this way t3 minus t2 again we are getting answer root 2. Now let us see what we get. t4 minus t3. t4 is 3 plus 3 root 2 minus t3 is 3 plus 2 root 2. So let us first remove these brackets. See, plus minus will become minus, again plus minus will become minus 2 root 2. Plus 3 minus 3, they will cancel each other. And what we get? 3 root 2 minus 2 root 2. What is 3 root 2 minus 2 root 2? It will be 1 root 2. And 1 root 2 means only root 2. So again we are getting answer root 2. So every time we are getting answer root 2, that means this common difference between any two consecutive terms is constant. It is constant. So we are going to write here is constant. When answer is same, common difference is constant, and therefore this given sequence is NAP. And therefore common difference is equal to D is equal to, it is root 2. So in this way we can solve this sum number 7. Now let us go on next sum. Next sum is very easy. 127, 132, 137. We have to write the given sequence. Then write T1, 127, T2, 132, T3, 137. First we do T2 minus T1, which is 132 minus 127. So answer is 5. Then we do T3 minus T2. Again 137 minus 132. Answer is 5. Every time we are getting answer 5. That means the difference between any two consecutive terms is constant, and therefore given sequence is an AP, and common difference is equal to D is equal to 5. So in this way we have completed question number 1. Now let us go on question number 2. So the question number 2 is, write an AP whose first term is A. First term is A. Okay. So A and first term is same, and common difference is D. In each of the following, we have given first term A and common difference D. We will have to find out AP, arithmetic progression. We have to find out the sequence. So if you find 3 or 4 terms, it will be enough. We will be finding 3 terms or 4 terms, and then we can write the AP. So let us see how to solve these sums. We have given this first term A is equal to 10 and common difference D is equal to 5. Now see children, we all know what is given in the question. A means first term. This is given in the question. First term is A. So A means first term. So what we can write? A is equal to T1 first term is equal to 10. A is equal to first term is equal to 10. Now we will have to find out T2. First term we got. We have to find out AP. That means we have to find out first term, second term, third term, fourth term, fifth term, like that. So we will be finding till fourth term only. So how to find T2? T2 means T1 plus common difference D. Common difference is given to us, and we all know how we get common difference. T2 minus T1 is equal to D. Correct? So that means T2 will be equal to D plus T1. This D as it is, and this minus T1 if you bring on this side, it will become plus T1. So T2 will be D plus T1 or T1 plus D. So T1 is 10 and D is 5. So answer is 15. So T1 we got, T2 we got. How to find out T3? As T2 means T1 plus D, T3 means T2 plus D. T2 we have got 15. T2 means second term plus D means common difference. So 15 plus 5 is 20. Now how to find out fourth term? T4. T4 will be equal to T3 plus D. T3 means third term we have got 20 and common difference is 5. So we have got 25. So in this way we are getting the AP as 10, 15, 20, 25, and you all can see the common difference or difference between any two consecutive terms is 5. Every time the difference is 5. So as the difference is constant, we can say that it is an AP. So let us write the AP now. Therefore, AP is equal to 10. First term is 10. Second term is 15, third term is 20, then 25, and so on, infinite. Let's do second sum. A is equal to minus 3, D equal to 0. So what we write in given? Given is A equal to minus 3 and D equal to 0. So A means first term. A is equal to T1 is equal to minus 3. Okay. How to find T2? T2 means T1 plus D. Second term means first term plus difference, common difference. First term is minus 3 plus common difference is 0. Minus 3 plus 0 will be minus 3. How to find T3 third term? Third term will be T2 plus D. T2 we have got minus 3. Again we should add 0 because D is 0. So minus 3 plus 0 will be minus 3 again. T4. So it is T3 plus D. Again minus 3 plus 0. So every time we are getting minus 3, minus 3. And common difference is 0. We have given it. So minus 3 minus minus 3. What will be the common difference? 0. T2 minus T1. What is T2? Minus 3. Minus. What is T1? Minus 3. Minus 3 as it is minus minus plus 3. Minus 3 plus 3 common difference D will be 0. So D0 is given to us and we can find out T1, T2, T3, T4 in this way, and so we can write the AP. Therefore AP is equal to minus 3, minus 3, minus 3, minus 3 every time and infinite. Third sum, A is equal to minus 7, D is equal to 1 upon 2. Let us solve. Given I have written first term A is equal to T1 equal to minus 7, T2 is equal to minus 7 plus D. We should write here T2 is equal to T1 plus D. Okay, so let us do minus 7 plus 1 upon 2. How to do it? Minus 7 means it is minus 7 upon 1 and plus 1 upon 2. Let us solve it by cross multiplication. Minus 7 into plus 2. It will be minus 14 plus 1 ones are 1 and 1 into 2 is 2. So minus 14 plus 1. What will be the answer? Minus 13. Minus 13 upon 2. So here the answer is T2 is minus 13 upon 2. Now let us find out T3. T3 will be T2 plus D. T2 we have got minus 13 upon 2 plus difference is 1 upon 2. So here we are getting same denominator. When the denominator is same, how to solve it? We have to write denominator one time, common denominator one time we write, and whatever is there in the numerator we have to do it. Minus 13 plus 1, it will be minus 12 upon 2. Minus 13 plus 1 will be minus 12 upon 2 as it is. Okay, when the denominators are not same, when the denominators are not common, we solve it by cross multiplication. But when the denominators are common, we write denominator one time and we add or subtract the numerators. Now let us find out T4. T4 will be T3 plus D. T3 we have got minus 12 upon 2 plus D is 1 upon 2. Again 2 common denominator we write one time, and numerator minus 12 plus 1 we write as it is, minus 12 plus 1. What is minus 12 plus 1? It will be minus 11 upon 2. So in this way we have got second, third and fourth term. First term is given to us. So let us write the AP. See children, this AP you can write by using these fractions also, or we can convert these fractions into decimal form also. What is minus 13 divided by 2? 13 divided by 2. 13 divided by 2. 2 6 are 12. 13 minus 12, 1 remaining, 0. For 0 we have to put point. 2 5s are 10. So we have got 6.5. So here we can write minus 6.5. 13 upon 2 means minus 6.5. Same thing we can write about 12. 2 1s are 2, 2 6 are 12. So it can be minus 6. Correct. Then how to write minus 11 upon 2 into fractional form? In the decimal fraction, we have to divide 11 by 2. Correct. So 11, 2 5s are 10. 11 minus 10, 1 remaining, we have to put 0. For this 0 we have to put point, and 2 5s are 10. So it will be 5.5. So it is minus 5.5. So in this way we can write in the decimal form also, because first term is minus 7 and that's why we have to do like this. So now write AP. Therefore AP is first term minus 7, second term minus 6.5, third term minus 6, fourth term minus 5.5. What will be the fifth term? Fifth term will be 5. What will be the sixth term? Sixth term will be 4.5. Like that the terms will be there. Fourth sum, A minus 1.25 and D is 3. So I have written this. Given A is equal to minus 1.25, D is equal to 3. A means T1 first term, which is equal to minus 1.25. T2 T1 plus D, T3 T2 plus D, T4 T3 plus D. So let us first find out T2, then we can find out T3 and T4. So T2 is T1 plus D. T1 is minus 1.25 and plus D. D is 3. What will be the answer? Plus minus will become minus and sign of bigger number. So bigger number is 3. 3 sign is plus. So answer sign will be plus. And 3 minus 1.25. That means we have to put point after 3 and then we put 2 zeros and then do subtraction. 1.25. 3 minus 1.25. And now do the subtraction. What we get here? 75. Correct? And then 2 minus 1 is 1. So answer is 1.75. And sign is plus because bigger number is having sign plus. So answer sign will be plus. Now T2 is 1.75 plus D is 3. So 1.75 plus 3. How to do? Below 1 we have to write 3. After 3 no point is there, so we have to put point. And below 75 we can write 0 0 because in 3 this is whole number, point is not there. That means what? After 3 there is point and then there is 0 0 0, and that's why point and 0 is not written. So let us add this. It will be 4.75. Now next is 4.75 plus 3. So that means you got to know that we add these numbers with this number 1 plus 3, 4, and 0.75 we have to write as it is. Correct? So here 4 plus 3 is 7.75 as it is. So we can observe the difference of 3 here. 4 minus 1 3, 7 minus 4 3, 75 minus 75 will be 0. So difference is 3 3. So after 7.75 what will be there? 10.75. After 10.75 what will be there? 13.75. So difference of 3 3 we have to write. So now write the AP. Therefore AP is equal to first term minus 1.25, second term 1.75, third term 4.75, then 7.75 and infinite, so on. Next sum. Then sum number 5. A is equal to 6, D is equal to minus 3. I have solved the sum. Given is A equal to 6, D equal to minus 3. So A is equal to T1 is equal to 6. So T2 will be T1 plus D. T1 is 6 plus D is minus 3. So plus minus will become minus. 6 minus 3 is 3. T3. T3 is T2 plus D. T2 is 3 we have got here. Plus D is minus 3. So plus minus minus, two signs come close to each other. We have to combine it and make one single sign. So here it is 3 minus 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. Now T4 is T3 plus D. T3 is 0 plus D is minus 3. So plus minus again minus 0 minus 3 will be minus 3. Now T5. T5 is T4 plus D. T4 is minus 3 plus D is minus 3. Minus 3 plus minus 3. So plus minus minus. Minus 3 minus 3. Minus minus become plus. Correct? Minus 3 minus 3 is minus 6. Sign will be minus, but we have to do the addition. So in this way we have got the AP, which is 6 3 0 minus 3 minus 6. 6 3 0 minus 3 minus 6. Now last sum from this question is A equal to 19 and D equal to minus 4. So here I have solved it. A equal to minus 19 and D equal to minus 4. So A is equal to T1 is equal to minus 19. So T2 will be equal to T1 plus D. T1 is minus 19 plus D is minus 4. Plus minus, two sign come close to each other. We have to make single sign out of it. plus minus will become minus. So minus 19 minus 4, minus minus plus. 19 plus 4 is 23, but sign should be minus as both the numbers are having minus sign. So answer sign should be minus, but minus minus we have to do plus. 19 plus 4 is 23 and both numbers are having minus sign, so answer is minus 23. Now T3. T3 means T2 plus D. T2 is minus 23 plus D is minus 4. So minus plus combine the sign, make single sign. So it is minus 23 minus 4, minus minus plus 27, sign will be minus. So minus 27. T4 is equal to T3 plus D. T3 is minus 27 plus D is minus 4. Minus 27 minus 4 is minus 31. So in this way we have got this AP minus 19 minus 23 minus 27 minus 31 and so on. We will get minus 35 as the next step, next term, and infinite. So we have completed this question number 2 now. We have to go on next question. Question number 3 is find first term and common difference of each of the AP. AP is given. This is AP. All these sequences are in AP, arithmetic progression. We have to find first term. First term we all know, and how to find common difference that also we all know. When you subtract the next previous term from the next term, we get the common difference. As this is AP, that means difference should be common. Difference is constant. So let us see. We write given AP first. Given AP is 5, 1, minus 3, minus 7, infinite. That means first term. First term, you can write A also and T1 also. First term can be denoted by A and T1, which is 5. Okay, first term is 5. Then what is second term? T2 is 1. T3 is minus 3. T4 is minus 7. Okay, here we write here. Now we have to find common difference. Difference is common as this is an AP. So difference is common, which is denoted by D. So D can be done by T2 minus T1. Difference is next term minus previous term. T2 minus T1. Second term minus first term. So second term is 1. First term is 5. 1 minus 5, what will be the answer? Minus 4. Let us see, we get same difference for next two terms. T3 minus T2. T3 is minus 3. T2 is plus 1. That means minus 1. Minus plus 1. So minus 3 minus 1 is minus 4. Let us find out for next two terms again. T4 minus T3. T4 is minus 7. T3 is minus 3. Now we have to put this minus 3 in the bracket. So we get minus 7 plus 3. What is minus plus? Will be minus. Sign of bigger number is minus. 7 minus 3, answer is 4. So common difference will be same. As this is an AP, so common difference will be same. You don't require to do every time. You can directly write by doing T2 minus T1 only. So here T1 equal to 5 and D equal to minus 4. Next sum. 0.6, 0.9, 1.2, 1.5, infinite. So here I have written this question, sum number 2. Now let us solve. Given AP we have written. Let us solve it. First term. First term is always denoted by A and T1. Okay, A equal to T1 equal to 0.6. Now common difference. First write all the terms here. T2 is 0.9. T3 is 1.2. T4 is 1.5. Now let us find out the difference. Difference is T2 minus T1. T2 is 0.9 minus T1 is 0.6. What will be the answer? 0.3. 0 minus 0, 0 and 9 minus 6 is 3. Correct. Then let us find out T3 minus T2. T3 is 1.2 minus 0.9. 1.2 minus 0.9, that means 12 minus 9. 3 again, but it is 0.3. Okay, then D again, T4 minus T3. T4 is 1.5 minus 1.2. 1.5 15 minus 1.2 12. 15 minus 12 is 3, but here point is there, so we have to write 0.3. So as it is AP, the difference will be constant, common. Therefore here we write T1 is equal to 0.6 and D is equal to 0.3. Okay, now next sum. Third sum, 127, 135, 143, 151, infinite. So given AP, 127, 135, 143, 151, infinite. Very easy sum. First term A is equal to T1 is equal to 127, correct? Then T2 is 135, T3 is 143, T4 is 151. Let us find out common difference D, which is equal to T2 minus T1. 135 minus 127 is 8. Again we can find out D, common difference T3 minus T4, 143. 135 minus 135 again 8. Again if you want, you can find out T4 minus T3, which is 151 minus 143, again 8. So T1 first term is 127 and common difference D is equal to 8. Now last sum, 1 upon 4, 3 upon 4, 5 upon 4, 7 upon 4. So given AP, we have to write 1 upon 4, 3 upon 4, 5 upon 4, 7 upon 4 and infinite. First term A is equal to T1 is equal to 1 upon 4. This is the first term we have to write here. Then write T2 second term 3 upon 4, T3 third term 5 upon 4, T4 fourth term 7 upon 4. Now D means common difference is T2 minus T1. So 3 upon 4 minus 1 upon 4. 4 is common denominator, we can write one time, and in numerator we can write 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1 is 2 upon 4 as it is. So we can cancel it. 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. So we are getting answer 1 upon 2. 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. Answer is 1 upon 2. Let us find out, can we get for second subtraction also common difference 1 upon 2 or not. So D is equal to T3 minus T2. T3 is 5 upon 4. T2 is 3 upon 4. Again 4 common denominator we have to write one time. And in numerator we can do this subtraction, 5 minus 3. 5 minus 3 upon 4. 5 minus 3 is 2 upon 4 as it is. Again we can cancel it. 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. So answer is 1 upon 2. Again you can find that for next two terms subtraction, next two consecutive terms, the difference is again 1 upon 2. So we are getting first term T1 is equal to 1 upon 4 and common difference D is equal to 1 upon 2. In this way you can complete this question number 3 also, and we can complete all the questions from practice set 3.1.
Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.